Alright, so we've got a TvZ here, and the new strategy that I'm working on is the same as before with getting a mech build, but I'm going to go for drops first. I'm going to go for drops early, I'm going to go for drops mid-game, I'm going to just drop a lot more, and then when I push out, I'm going to also do a drop. So I'm going to constantly be doing multiple things. So instead of going for an early CC, I go for barracks, refinery, factory, etc. And then I get a CC when I move out, the same as with my Terran and my Protoss build. I'm also going to have Vikings running around the map, trying to basically kill his overlords, not just to supply block him, but also to clear a path. So, there's that. So, got this guy out here just to see when he's expanding. I don't know if you can hear that banging, but one of my neighbors is banging. Anyway, so bunker, Widow Mine, Starport. 2 on gas, 2 on gas. As soon as I get 400, build a command center. Here comes some Zerglings. The other reason I want to do all the dropping is I've been finding Zergs, when you're just kind of passive, they just kind of take over the whole map. And I really need to prevent that. I just need to generally make them feel more insecure. And I think the drops will hopefully do that. So now I've got this guy rallied between this base and this base just to see what he's doing. What is his vision? Not much. Okay. So, Starport, second Widow Mine. And my drops, my goal are to hurt his production by killing his queens and hurt his mineraling by killing his workers. That's the goal of the drops. So there's my command center. Much later than normal, but I've got a good drop here. He comes out and he attacks my guys, so I know he's kind of in an attacky posture. So I kind of make sure my bunker's filled, do a drop, and I'm going to look at the drop from his perspective, not mine. That's what I'm most curious about. And in the income tab, it's 20 to 30. So right now he's ahead by a bit. It's 20 to 30. And he's kind of doing some stuff up at the front.
Our drones are under attack.
And now he's under attack. He only sees Marines. So he's now 22 to 22. I just killed 6 workers and a queen. So I've hurt his production, killed workers and a queen. I don't think he has any idea about the Widow Mine because I burrowed them and before my Marines dropped. I don't think he has any idea. So I think this worked out really well. Back to the everyone view. I left the drop here. I'm just leaving it. And once his guys go away, I'm gonna. There's more. Let's back that up. Does he now know what's going on?
Our drones are under attack.
Oh, he's under attack again. Doesn't know what's going on. He now sees this. So I don't think he knows about the Widow Mines. Pick up my guys. 9 killed. So in the worker tab, I've evened the score, which is great. My Widow Mines are still here. $13 killed. So this whole time, he's realizing what's going on, and he's not happy about it. But it took him this long to realize it. Second queen's up. This long he's been delayed from production. Let's go back to the Chris cam. And okay, I've got 2 gas going down. My second has been turned into an orbital. I've got 2 Widow Mines out front just in case. I've got the ability to build tanks, which I should start on. And an armory because I want to be building out Hellbats. So 13 killed. So now I've moved these guys out of the way because I saw and I didn't burrow them in time, which is fine. It would have been killed by the Spore Crawler and Spine combo, which is good. His workers didn't get to work. His mineraling is much lower than mine. He's way low on harvesters. This was a very effective drop. He's taking up to lair. He's got roaches. And yeah, I'm just looking at his drone saturation here. He still hasn't put his workers back on. So this is great. This is really good for me. I'm even supply. He comes for a push. Killing his overlord. Sending my medevac to drop 1 mine here and 1 mine here. Here's a push. Breaks through. He's been getting shelled this whole time. He tries to get over to the tank. The problem is I got marines and bunkers and such. So he's taking massive damage here. Doesn't get the tank. Major loss. And he lost a ton of units there. He's got another push coming. I've got my Widow Mines here. Burrow 1. Burrow another near here. He realizes that push is not going to work. So I've also killed an overlord, and if there were any overlords in this area, they'd all be dead because I'm basically scouting this entire area. So now more tanks. I got supply blocked because of the hit. More tanks. Here's another push. Just kind of scouting around. Widow Mine here. Keeping tabs on how many bases he's on is really helpful for me. If you look at my vision, I just generally know what's going on with him. He's going to push in. I left an opening here. That was silly, but it doesn't matter. I've got a pretty strong force. There we go. You look at the supply, 90 to 40, still mineraling, strong. In the income tab, it's 50 to 30. I really hurt his drone production, and right when he wants to redo his drone production, he had to choose to attack me. So he had to choose to actually build a bunch of attacking units instead of drones. So by hurting his drones early, I forced him into an aggressive posture that when it failed to kill me, he's also way behind in the drones. So, more tanks coming, another factory, another barracks, another command center. I'm building usually 1 medevac and 1 Viking at a time. Got a Viking here. A couple turrets. More SCVs. It's a sloppy game. It's a brand new build, but let's see if he runs into this guy. No, he just doesn't. So, is he watching this? Let's back that up. So he sees medevacs. He wants to know what I'm doing. He dies. I should have sent the medevacs on a different route than the other stuff. Than the So I drop down here, kill a bunch of stuff, pick up. Lost a little bit, he lost a lot more. Let's back that up and let's look what the units are. Back it up a little bit more. So, we have 26 and 7, 33 and 10. So 26, 7, 33. I don't think it's going to move any roaches. 26, 9, and 33. Okay. 9. So I jumped up to 9. So I lost 2 Hellbats, 2 Marines, and he lost 15 to 20 Zerglings. Again, bearing in mind that he didn't have a queen the whole time. He's been missing his injects. I've been harassing the shit out of him. Drop again. Pick up. I lose a medevac. More harassment. While this is going on, I should be building tanks. I should be building a bunch of Hellbats. Getting my armory stuff going. I should be getting all that going while that's going on, so I need to work on that multitasking better, meaning that send my units out when, right as they're going out, start to sort of do my base related stuff, and then go and deal with the drop. So I shouldn't actually drop. I should just send it outside of the region so it's ready when I'm done with my stuff. So now I push out at a bad time here. If the siege that tank has got a bunch of units, push out at a bad time. I'm way ahead here in terms of supply, but I ran into a big roach forest, which is tough. But I couldn't really retreat that well. But either way, if he comes up into my base, he's gonna die. So I did take a little bit of a hit there. No big deal. I got to be a little bit more careful. Maybe send a scout out, but it's just bad timing, to be honest. So now, building more tanks, building a Thor, building a bunch of Hellbats, tanks, Hellbats. Medevacs, and saturation is 24 of 24, and now I need a new base. I'm going to have to drop this, so that was the whole point of moving out. Another factory, I want to go out and take care of this. He has to run back. I'm at 130 to 80, so I'm way ahead here. He's still on 2 bases, and I know that because of these 2 Widow Mines, which is great. Probably partially on 2 bases because of the harassment. Also because of, you know, some counterattacking. It's tough, you know. I've been putting pressure on him. I think it's a much better strategy than just turtling. So now I'm going to go siege my tanks with some distance in between them, kind of like now. So that none of them are right next to each other. They're kind of all fanned out. I'm going to blow this up, and I'm going to send sort of a scout over here in case I see anything. So if he's going to come my way, I can move my units to protect. So this has 0 kills. This has 13 kills. Let me just back it up real quick and just see where these kills took place. I'm going to go at 8 speed here. I'm just kind of curious where these kills took place. Going at -8 here. So there's drops in the main. This is back when I was back in my main again. Okay, here it is. So first kill. Down. So that's when he wanted his third. I prevented his third because he was multitasking. There it is. He ran his units over and lost a bunch of Zerglings. Just because of 1 Widow Mine, he still can't take this base. He's going to go over and send this over, but then he gets distracted. He's just distracted with what to do. He's been harassed, he's been, you know, they're just kind of hitting him all over the map. So, another Riddle Mine. He's got to send over a worker. I mean, he's got to send over Vision. Now he's going to kill this thing. So just it's requiring him to do a lot more to make any of this happen. Okay, back to my base. Okay, so now I've got a third base down. So I want to put all these workers over there. 30 of 15. I got too many workers here, so I really need to start spreading out my workers. I've got 70 workers here, and I'm at 170 to his 108. I've killed a ton of stuff. If you look at the unit loss tab, 45 to 123. Like, he's lost a lot more. He's also lost 14 workers in this game very early. So here's where I'm going to do three things: drop his main, drop his expansion, and attack. So it's going to be hard to look at this. So I'm just going to go quickly through it, but I'm going to rewind when it's ready. So 1 drop, 2 drop, and then I move out. So he sees this drop. Ooh, goes right into the queens. Doesn't do anything. This drop does. He doesn't deal with it. This goes down, and I'm going to start killing workers. I'm going to look at his vision here real quick. He's getting his. Drones are getting hit right now. And we have 4. He does blinding cloud on my tanks so that they're not shooting. I still got some other tanks that are. I got some Thors. And in the production tab, I've got Hellbats, tanks, all that stuff. So, let's jump back and look at what damage I did to him with the drop. This drop died. Let's look at what damage was done here. Back it up. So workers killed 14. 1 worker's down. He's getting healed. Tons of workers going down here. I mean, he just lost. He's about to lose roughly 15 workers. Yep, 16, 17 workers going down. I'm not even watching this. Okay, let's back up real quick. So yeah, he did blinding cloud a bunch of my tanks, but I had enough here that weren't blinding clouded, and basically, eventually the blinding cloud wore off. I had a good enough meat shield to barely hold them off, and now this is going to go down. Still doing damage here, and this drop failed. So maybe this drop, I need to be cautious about bringing it in and around. But anyway, worker supply 36 to 170, unit loss tab. 115 to 56. So if you look at the score summary, workers active, there you go. Get that dip. I think the other thing this dip did was it prevented him from continuing to build more workers. I think once you have more money, you have more larvae, you just say, oh, more workers, and you just really start to take off. But I think the hit stunted him and frazzled him. If you look at the resource collection rate as a result of that, booyah. It's pretty rare that I have that against the Zerg. I think this new strategy is working. Upgrades, I'm roughly ahead, but pretty even. And then army value. So this is really the story as well, is that my army value kept getting bigger. I took a little bit of a hit here, but we always had enough to recover, even after a couple of missteps. All right.